Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this week's Watch Me Wednesday. I am a few minutes late because I was trying to set my system up. I'm a bit wonky there, I've just realised. There we go, that's a bit straighter. So hello, welcome. Look, sorry for my rubbish behind the cat beds and everything, and boxes waiting to go out. But hello, welcome. My name is Natalie O'Shea. If you've just come across me and you don't know who I am, which is quite right, you don't have to know who I am. But I teach people how to make handmade cards, and all the products that I use are by a company called Stamping Up, and you can find them all in the description of this Facebook Live or YouTube, depending on where you're watching it, or just by going to that link there, www.natalieoshea.stampingup.net. So I like Stamping Up products just purely because crafting is one of those things, you get what you pay for. And so Stamping Up products are not only quality products that kind of last a lifetime, they coordinate. They only use 50 colours, which means that every single thing I pick up will coordinate with the next, and you'll see that. So you'll see that the blue in the pattern paper that I use and the card that I use and everything that I use is all coordinating. And that's the great thing. That's what used to take me hours and hours when I first started trying to match everything up. So come on in, give me a heart or a thumbs up if you are watching. Yeah, I'm kind of here to share. What have I got to share with you this week? So I'm here live on Facebook every Wednesday, and then the video gets uploaded to YouTube. So if you don't subscribe to or follow me on my Facebook page, you won't get notifications when I go live. So just hit that follow button and then you will. And then if you're watching on YouTube or you want to watch the replays of all the other ones rather than scrolling up and down on my Facebook feed, if you go to YouTube, all the videos will be there in the order that we've uploaded them. Especially things I did 5 Facebook Lives last week, and we were flower central. So this week I've gone the complete opposite and gone mans. So we're all over the pink and the flowery, and we're now on to navies, greys and mans. So that's what we're going to be doing this week. So just a few reminders that... with the glasses falling down. Hi Mariam. Is that we have just the final few days of celebration. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a link in the description. It lasts until February the 28th. So if you are watching this after that date in 2021, then this won't be applicable. But at the moment, for all the products that you buy when you spend £45, you can pick freebies, £90, and you can pick other freebies, and all sorts of things. And obviously, if you want to get a discount off your shopping, then February the 28th, this Sunday, is the last day that you can get 200 sheets of pattern paper for free as well in your starter kit. But I've spoken a lot about that. If you've got any questions, then please ask. I'm happy to be honest with you about anything you want to know. But that wasn't the reason for this video this week. You can find my blog and all my links and that in the descriptions as well. So today I don't go into measurements at all. I just kind of show you how to make a card, but if you want pictures and a written PDF tutorial, written instructions, then you can grab that. You'll find, again in the description, is a link. If you just put your details in there, you can download the PDF straight away. Or the other way of getting these PDFs every week, every Wednesday, I upload these to my Facebook group. So this is a Facebook group called Card Making for Beginners and Beyond. It's not for other Stamping Up demonstrators, I'm afraid. So if you are one, please don't apply. I can't approve you. But everyone else is more than welcome. And you will see, going back to October when I started doing these weekly PDFs, you'll see all the PDFs in the files, the videos get shared, pictures and everything. So if you can't find what you're looking for, just shout. But every Wednesday this gets renewed, but this one will be going in there as well. So that's the easiest way, to be fair, is just come and join the Facebook group, and then you won't miss them either. So that's your options for getting those. I think that's kind of it. I don't think I'm going to dwell too much on anything. I mean, obviously, as I say, if you've got questions, please shout. But otherwise, I think I might get on with making a card. This might actually be a short one this week. Woo! But let's change the camera around. Here we are. And let's show you a simple card. I'm sticking with simple. I did simple last week. I'm sticking with simple this week. But I am also going to share a super cool card as well. Oh no, what have I done with them? Just realised I've got the dies out and I haven't got them here. Hold on. There they are. There they are. So I knew they weren't very far away. So one of the... I'll probably get the catalogue as well. I am organised, honest. Gov. So here's our January to June mini catalogue, and I'm just going to go along. And this whole product suite, there it is. Ta-da! Is called Well Suited. I mean, look at those samples. They are just so cool. You know, shirt and braces with a bow tie, some pockets. Oh, look at this. Looks very familiar, doesn't it? Ta-da! You've got ties as the background on there. Look at this though. How cool is this? So you turn these bits into this, and that's what I'm kind of going to show you on something else as well. But the product suite is made up of a stamp set, some dies, some pattern paper, and some twine. That's it. So it's a small bundle this time. You can order them individually, or you can order them as a whole. The stamp set and die set, as always, coordinate perfectly. And if you buy any bundle in catalogues, then you always get 10% off. So the stamp set is £20, the dies are £30, but buy them together, you get 10% off, which brings you down to £45 for the pair. You've got the twine pack at £6.50, and you've got the design series paper at £10.75. But obviously, if you are a demonstrator, you don't pay those prices, you take 20% off of those. So what is that? It's £9 off of that, that's £34. Oh goodness me, £1.30 off of that, £5.20, and a couple of quid off of that. It's about £8.75 for that as well. So if you want to pay those sort of prices, then just join as a discount shopper demonstrator and you get your discount off of that. So that's what we're going to be using. So we'll show you these in real life. Here we go. These are longer than I remember them. But also a great set. Obviously it does have a Father's Day in there, but we also know that we don't just want to have Father's Day. So there's a happy birthday to you, there's a thank you to one of the world's greatest dads, and you're the best. A couple of bow ties, and then a couple of pattern ties here as well. And it is a cling mount set, so it's red rubber on the sponge, so you do need acrylic blocks for them to sit on. But again, once you've got acrylic blocks, you've got them for life. Right. Let's have a little look at the dies. So lots of dies in here. I haven't counted actually, it does say on the pack, so hold on. What have we got? 14 dies. So you have this, which is kind of the strap of the braces. You can cut out the ties. You can have the clips on your braces. This is other clips on braces as well. You've got a couple there. You've got a pocket and some buttons. One of the bow ties, another one of the bow ties. The oval, if you wanted the oval in a different colour. You've got this V here, and these lapels here, shirt collars here, and a knot for the tie again if you wanted a different colour on that. So let me show you this card. So this was a card that my husband received for his birthday last week. He was the big 50, and I think this just shows it off to perfection. This is one of our friends, the very lovely Kerry and Jay, and I mean, look at that. So literally you've got a layer of the grey card here. The underneath is the lighter grey. You've just die cut these two pieces and put them as collars. She has cut out a tie and embossed with flowers. Can you see that? There we go. So you've got shirt, tie, collars, lapels, the sentiment, and then our little alphabets, playful alphabet fits perfectly on that pocket. How cool is that? And then some buttons down there. But I thought very posh, but I'm not going that fiddly. I thought I'd show you, but today I am just going to show you that. We're going simple. I'm all about the simple, but I think effective. And, you know, thank you cards to men. Do we say thank you to men as often as we should? I don't know. All right, lots of people joining on now. So who have we got? So hi Tina, afternoon Pamela. Oh, I shouldn't say that, shall I? That's Gavin and Stacey, sorry. Pamela, sorry. We need Carol Vorderman for the calculations. I know my brain wasn't. I thought I was pretty good though. Fab says lovely card, brilliant card. 50. He's a baby. Oh bless him. I keep telling him he's an old person, but there we go. I'm only a little way behind him. So yeah, so that was kind of to show you the whole dies and how they work. I think they're amazing. Can be perfect for graduations, new jobs, obviously Father's Day and things like that. But it's not just shirt and tie. You can, as I showed you on here, it's well, not quite Hawaiian shirts, but it can be. But I say it's pockets, it's all sorts of things. And I've seen doctor scrubs done with this, and dentist overalls and all sorts of things with it. So it's definitely a good set. And then I will get the pattern paper out. Ooh, she says, seeing what I've got left. I want to kind of get rid of some of those. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are, let's move these out of the way, as lovely as they are. Oh, they won't move. So these are all the pattern papers. So perfectly styled to kind of make. So this is one side, we've got the other side we'll look at in a minute. But a paisley tie, pinstripe suit, one of these dotty ties looks good. Then you've got kind of a, it's almost like a herringbone. So again, I can see a jacket done in this. And then you've got more shirty kind of patterns. And then turn them over. Whoop. And again, we've got, oh, I've picked the same one. Oh, I think I might have done. A striped tie, some more patterns. We're going to be using this, which is just a graph piece, if you like. Stripy ties and shirts, or again, more ties. But you could go super flowery and do Hawaiian, or anything you like. Depends on what the man in your life does and likes and wears and things like that. So we're going to do this super simple card today. And I'm going to do a few bits. I'm making sure I've got everything here, because I have done a Blue Peter, and everything I've made is here. Is one I made earlier. So, Night of Navy, nice proper navy card. And as always, nearly all my cards I make are A6 in size. So this is an A4 piece cut in half to create an A5 piece, and then I'm folding that in half, corner to corner, to make my base card. Then I cut out, or make sure that's around the right way, or we could be sending it to a left-handed person. Then I cut out a piece of, this is called basic grey card. And I'm not going to do this, but I have run this through my cut and emboss machine. So this is what this is. This is my mini one, so it wouldn't fit through this. I had to use my bigger one, but I can use this for the for cutting out the bow ties and that. So this is a cut and emboss at machine, as it says, it cuts and embosses. So for this, we just put a piece of paper in an embossing folder and run it through. And I love this. If you've watched this before, you will you'll know that this is my favourite embossing folder. It's called Subtles, and what it does is it just gives paper a really subtle texture. I love it. I used to have to buy plain card and textured card. Now I don't have to. I can make all my plain card textured. So that goes on there, and in fact I can sit there and stick that straight on, because I'm not doing anything else with that. So using my Tombow or multi-purpose adhesive, because it gives me my wiggle room when I can't put things, oh that's not bad actually. So say when I can't put things on straight, I can wiggle it for a second or two. So that's that. So all the measurements, as I say, are on the PDF. Okay, pressure. I don't know why I keep doing this, stamping straight onto pieces of paper that I'm going to use. What has the matter with me lately? So tiny little thank you. So the sponging gives us a little bit of leeway, but red rubber on sponge on my acrylic block. I normally would test that to make sure that I've got it up the right way, but I think I have. And I'm going quite near the bottom, so I'm using my grid paper to make sure that's as straight as possible. I'm kind of eyeing it, so it's as, I could try and count them, but I'm not that OCD. I know I'm very OCD, but I'm not that OCD. But I will be annoyed because it won't be right. That'll do. Now, one of my top tips, so normally I would have used my Stamparatus for this, but I'm trying to show off because I'm trying to be lazy and show off, I think, because it was just one bit of stamping like that, because the rest doesn't matter if it's straight or not. But if you can see, that T is not as great as I want it. So I have a Stampin' Right marker, and it's in the Night of Navy colour. So I'm just going to go and touch it up so it's perfect. How easy is that? And then you wouldn't know, because look, it's now perfect. So great things you can do with that's this. So Stampin' Right markers have a brush end, a thick line, and a bullet end, a thin line. So I could write the inside of the card with it, and it would match perfectly. But you might have seen me do as well. If I just had the marker pen, I could rub the ink. Got very similar ink in it to the marker, to the ink pad, you see. So I could do that. And there's my thank you as well. So 2 ways of using ink, one in a pen and one in an ink pad. But that'll do. It's a little bit wonky. But it's handmade, come on. I do use my Stamparatus a lot. I don't know why I sit there and think on camera I can get it right and straight just by looking. I really need to learn my lesson. So right, how are we doing? Oh, evening everybody. Elizabeth, you must be in Australia if you are saying evening. Fab loves the bow ties. I love the bow ties. Tweed is Tina's favourite. Fab, je love those those papers. Like a cement wall texture. What's like a cement? Oh, well, yeah, I suppose. Is it? I don't know. Lazy and show off equals winging it. Always winging it. Fab retouched his stamping all the time. Yeah, exactly. That's what the pens are for. Primarily, they're not there for colouring in, but in my world, they are for making sure my stamping's right. You can use the white. You can use white on the edge to give it a blurred look. White on the edge. Explain a bit more, Fab. What do you mean? White on the edge to give it a. Is that supposed to be blurred look? You can use white on the edge to keep it blurred look. Don't know. I'll let you explain to me a little bit more about what you mean. Elizabeth's in Australia. That's what I thought. Right. So as far as this goes, I'm back on with my dimensionals. So just 3D foam tape. So you can tell this isn't a long card, is it? God, I might actually be done in the half an hour. You never know. Instead of the hour that I was on every day last week. Maybe it's men's cards are easier. Or maybe I'm a bit better prepared. I don't know. Oh dear. So I've still got my lockdown nails on. Look, how bad are they? I'd be embarrassed if everyone else wasn't in the same place. Well, I wouldn't. You would not see my hands looking like this ever. But I'm going to try and cut my fringe today because that's too long now. Right. There we go. So centrally, I'm going to make that border the same, that border and that border the same. That's the plan anyway. But I'm just going to lay it down. If I don't press too hard, I can peel it back up, you see. So these lines kind of show a little bit, it gives you a bit of a guide anyway. I don't think that's too bad. I mean, it is a little bit longer down there, but I quite like that. That'll do. That'll do. So, right, so then I picked out some, what are we called? Pattern papers, that's what we're called. What ones did I use? I used these ones. So I used the blue, the spotty, and a stripe. And there's nothing in the world saying that you have to stamp on plain card. You can, of course, stamp on pattern paper, as long as it's light enough to show and the ink is dark enough to show. So here's my bow tie, and I'm going to make sure it's flat. There we go, it's one. Because the navy blue is quite dark, I could have used a basic grey ink pad as well, but I'm not sure it would have shown up on those grey ones. And this blue is probably, it shows enough. Yeah, there you go. And that's it, that's my stamping done for today. Now, you could cut these out by hand, and this isn't too bad a shape, to be fair. But I'm just going to cut them out roughly. I'm not quite as rough as this. Not leaving them like this, but just making them more manageable. Whoop, there we go. make sure they dry. And I did that last week and I went like that and it all spotted everywhere. Right, so I would have liked to punch for the bow ties, but then you wouldn't have had all these gorgeous bits to make all these bits. So we are dies, so you do need a die cutting machine to cut them out if you're using the dies. As I say, obviously you can cut those out by hand if you want to as well. Now I've put the dies somewhere really safe. There they are. And there's my bow tie. So with this little baby machine, it's great because it fits on camera. Oh, out go the platform feet. I need my one. Oh look, it's got gilded leafing all over it. Always sandwich the card, paper and the die in between probably that way, 2 clear plates, number 2. So plate 1, one of plate 2. Do this. Now it's up to you again how OCD you are, but again, oh, I can't even see from here, but I'm going to leave it like that. If you have got some repositionable tape, there will be a magnetic plate coming for this, which will kind of hold the die in place. But until then, you can put a bit of temporary tape over it to keep it all in place, or you can chance your luck and hope it doesn't wiggle. But you just run it through there. There's 2 rollers that just kind of squeeze it together. And depending on the thickness of what you're cutting and what you're using, whether it's an embossing folder, whether it's a die, there's 5 different plates on here. And you just use the combination that you need for whatever you're cutting. So I quite like that blue. Oh, I kind of wish I'd done it that way now. That's a nice blue. Did we miss that one? So that's that one done. And I'm not going to bore you with the rest because, oh, which one is that? That's that one. Here's 3 I made earlier. True Blue Peter style. But that's kind of it. And then up these pop. And look, it takes up no room at all, that little machine. As I say, probably about, I haven't counted, about 70 or 80% of our dies. And we do have like mini embossing folders as well that will go through this. And I should know how much this is. I want to say it's £64. I should know. Why do I not know this? She says, I don't even know if it's in the little catalogue. Probably is somewhere. Oh, there you are, look. No, that's the big one. I bet you're the big one. No, 56. Look, it's even cheaper than I thought. It's £56. So again, as a demonstrator, what would that be? Oh, £5.60, £10, £11, 20, 56, 45, just under 45 quid if you were a demonstrator, or if you're not, £56. Bargain, bargain. Great to travel, really light as well, and great, cuts most things, as I say. So, I'm going to get rid of that one. So here's my 3 I made earlier. Oh, sticking to me. And I've just put one dimensional in the centre, and actually, I'm going to do my top one first, because when you're trying to balance out trees, right, hold on, let's put them straight. I might put them a little, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I can use the lines for guidance here now, so I'm going to say that's pretty much central. Then I'm going to use this one. Oh, no, I'm not. I do the 2 outside ones first, that's what I was going to say. Because then, let me make sure they're pretty much lined up. Then you can see what space you've got. Otherwise I could have gone right up here and then I'd have had a load of space. Whereas if you do top and bottom or outside, so if I was doing this way, 2 outside ones first. And then you can space your other ones around. That's it. How easy was that? Let's bring that other one in as well. But I did my thank you. So they're more spaced out because my thank you was right down here. They're less spaced out. He's slightly on the wonk, but you know. So I mean, there we go. So let's have a look. Retouch the lettering in white as an alternative to give it a beveled look. Ah, yes. No, absolutely. Yes. So, sorry. I was like, well, I don't know what a bird look is. It blurred? Anyway, so Tina, my nails no better just breaking off with the help of my teeth. I know, this is my problem. I am a nail biter. And I said to my husband the other night, I said, why do I? I said, I bite my fingers so low they hurt and I carry on biting them. What is the matter with me? I am how old am I? 48? I'm 48. I'm a 48-year-old woman. I should know better. But I can't. I just sit there and bite them, which is why I have false nails on all the time. But there you go. Such is life. So my top tip for positioning, absolutely. I obviously did it on that one, but I obviously didn't do it on that one so much. But that's it. I mean, this is like super quick. Super quick. Come back to me. Hello, I can hold them. Which way? That way. That way. But has anyone got any questions? I mean, that went an awful lot quicker than I was expecting it to be fair. Most unlike me, as I say, especially last week. Last week I did Facebook Lives every day, and I kind of went back to basics. So I was explaining everything. Not that I think I didn't explain anything today, but we were going back to everything. I mean, lots of Stampin' Up demonstrators will say DSP, and people go, what do you mean by DSP? And it's designer series paper. Well, what does that mean? It's pattern paper. So I just try and use the words that make more sense. So less Stampin' Up isms and more just basic understandings, explanation. It's pattern paper, it's nothing else. Oh, Fab, you're not that much older then, goodness me. But yeah, I mean, there you go. So you could add any of these products to a starter kit, Fab. I know you mentioned way back at the start of January that you thought you might join again. And yeah, everyone and anyone is welcome. I'm not going to turn this into a come and join my team, because it's not. It's we have an amazing group, a community, family, a little bit American. But it really is. I mean, my life, so many friends that I've got, and you ask anyone who's done Stampin' Up for a while, and whilst they love the products, they stay for the people and the connections, definitely. So Alice, you just got the tail end. Well, there you go. You can still see what we did. But yeah, we are all lovely. And you don't have to demonstrate to be a demonstrator. And I've said this, probably 80% of my team, we are spread all over the UK, and we do online trainings and things like that. And you don't have to demonstrate. I do wish they'd changed the name. But you can do. So you can do it, you can work it full time like I do, or you can just buy it at a discount for yourself and pay those prices. Pay that £45 for that mini cut and emboss machine instead of the 54, etc. Vince will kill you if you join. Oh dear. But you can just do it as a hobbyist. That's just it. I think we coin all these phrases. I mean, we've called it discount shopper because that's what people do. They just shop at a discount. But you're still a demonstrator. Stampin' Up will treat you exactly the same as they treat me. There's no special anything, but it's kind of names we've put on it. So we've called them hobbyists. We've called hobby demonstrators, discount shoppers. They've been given a whole world of names. And as I say, 80% of my team just buy for themselves and get a discount. Why would you want to pay full price? I mean, I'll happily take your orders, don't get me wrong. And there's the link. She says, there's the link. If you would like to purchase any of these, the stamp set, the dies or anything like that, you can click on the link in the description, or you can go there and put in well suited or what's it called? Handsomely suited. So handsomely suited, and the dies are called shirt and tie dies, but they're all in the description. You can see them there. You can just copy the link of those and be taken to the exact item in the shop as well. Fab prefers a customer. I prefer you as a customer. That's fine. But yeah, there's not really much else to say. As I say, this wasn't a video to be talking about that particularly. But there we go. So if anyone's got any questions, give me a shout. Otherwise, I'm going to call it a day. I've done it under 30 minutes. I think that's a first. So yeah, so I know there's a delay, so I will stay on for just a few more seconds and say if you've got any questions, then give me a shout about anything, about celebration, about the catalogues, about what you do or will need to do as a demo, or how to shop, and you don't like shopping online. If you don't like shopping online, you can phone me up, you can email me, and I will happily put your order through for you as well. So celebration goes on till Sunday, Fab. So just till Sunday this time. So it normally goes on to the end of March, but it's only the end of February. So only a few more days to get those celebration freebies or those 200 sheets of 6x6 pattern paper if you come and join the gang. But then that'll be it. But we are actually having 2 celebrations this year. So we have another one later on in the year, which will be good. I'm excited for 2. Celebration's always great for everybody. Everyone gets loads of stuff for free. And so I'm really glad they've shortened it, but they're doing 2. So it's normally 3 months, January, February, March, but they're doing January, February, and I want to say July and August. Don't quote me on that. I've got that in my head. I know it's the middle of the year. So that's it. Right, I'm going to leave you there. You know where to find me. I want to say thanks for watching. Don't forget you can shop there, and I'll be back next week. We're going to be March. Celebration's going to be over. March is going to be here. It's getting warmer. It is getting warmer. It's still a bit wet, still a bit grey, but we are doing stuff in the garden, so it must be nearly spring. So thanks for joining me. I will see you again next week.